push it. Yo. Come on.
Walk-off home run.
Here's a shot to the right side.
This is shaping up to be
Here's a strike right side, too. College softball, it's tournament time in Kingsport, Tennessee, as we welcome you into the 2026 Appalachian Athletic Conference softball tournament. Gabriel Fry, Brendan Sweeney, it is battle number one of so many, and boy, are we excited to bring this into you, Brendan. It's always so fun to come to Kingsport to have these tournament games here, and this one promises to be as exciting as any we have seen over the last couple of years.
No doubt. I think this year is kind of different in that every team almost seems to have a little bit of a shot this year in this softball tournament. Everyone has beat each other up all season, and I'm looking forward to seeing who is going to come through at the end of this tournament.
I like that. They have really beat up on each other this season, and only one team can take it all. It's going to be a fun bracket. We'll have that and more when we return in a moment on SESN.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at SESNsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee, as we bring you live to the start of the tournament. The Pioneers and the Rams about to show down. I'm Gabriel Fry, alongside me, Brendan Sweeney, for what promises to be a thrilling start to the AAC battle. For the Green Banner, a chance to punch their ticket and go on and win the Red Banner nationally. These two programs want to make their mark and show that they've had what it takes all season long.
Yeah, it's a 8 versus 9 matchup getting us started between Columbia International and Spartanburg Methodist. They, over the course of the year, Spartanburg Methodist has really stayed in the hunt all year. Columbia International at a point in the year was at the top, near the top of the conference standings.
Goes foul. A lot of sauce on that. She's been good this year dealing from inside of the circle. Isabella Davis pitching first for the Rams.
Yeah, she's been their big arm all year. She has started 19 games, 10 complete games, a 2.17 ERA. So one of the aces of the AAC, no doubt.
And of course, at bat and suffering the K, Gracie Starnes, who goes down. What a start for Isabella Davis.
Yeah, great work that time, going outside to start the at-bat, goes low and in, and Starnes can't pull the trigger.
Ball one. Grace Thomas, the righty right fielder, next to the lineup. Big cut for the strike, and the count even at 1.
Going to be a challenge, no doubt, for Spartanburg Methodist in this game. They're going to have to grind out at bats, see a lot of pitches against Davis. That's really the only recipe for success.
Popped up foul as that sails over the backstop. We're getting our first taste of the softball cheers, which is probably my favorite part of the tournament. I love all the different, you get to hear so many during the course of the week.
It's true.
Popped foul again, look out in the crowd.
Yeah, it's really the one sport at the college level that you do hear the chants and cheers and different things encouraging their teammates in the box or in the circle on defense. It is definitely a unique part of college softball.
It's a young guy who took care of the ball, getting it back into play for us. She lets that go by, and the count rises to even at 2. Isabella deals. This is going to float down the right field line and controlled to retire a second on the top side of the first in Kingsport.
Now batting number 15, Alex Stuckey.
Well, Alex Stuckey coming up right now. She is, by batting average, the best hitter in this Spartanburg Methodist order, hitting nearly 400 on the year, 398 for the season. So for Spartanburg Methodist to get something going, I think she's going to be very key.
That's a nice year. Behind the count. Even now. 1-1. Davis pitch is popped up in center field and controlled by the Rams of CIU, who retire the side, and they'll go to bat for the first time in the 2026 AAC softball tournament when we return with more college softball in just a moment from Kingsport.
The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
So the leadoff batter has made her way up on deck to the plate. Tristan Phillips for the Rams. Going to work is Bailey Kaiser for Spartanburg Methodist inside of the circle.
Yeah, Phillips comes up with a .432 batting average this year in the leadoff spot, leading CIU's roster.
Got a hold of that. Goes foul over the top.
And Kaiser, on the other hand, in the circle, another pitcher that has been amazing all year. 1.70 earned run average for her this season.
Wow.
16-7 win-loss record, 18 complete games.
That's in the basement, man. Got a hold of it. This goes foul as well as the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, if I was guessing before this game, I would guess this is going to be a very low-scoring game.
Delivers that just outside of the zone.
2 aces, 2 top-of-the-conference pitchers. These lineups, I think, are going to have some struggles all game long.
It's one of those games you can kind of feel it coming into this, that it's going to be a struggle as that goes outside of the zone to even our count at 2. She delivers, it's poked down the left field line, controlled and sent to first, and she's headed back to the dugout. One away for the Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist. A really nice play coming up and grabbing that. Lydia Falk ropes it across over to Handy.
Yeah, nice play by Falk to be in, ready for that slap hit, and be able to field it and throw in one motion with the speed of Phillips.
Tristan Phillips cut down. She's 0 for 1. Now the center fielder, Riley Stewart, next in the lineup. The all-ace battle is definitely going to be an interesting way to start the tournament.
Yeah, no doubt. That's early on. It's going to be definitely fun to watch these pitchers finding the edges of the zone. But right now it's 3-0 to Raleigh Stewart.
I'll take a low-scoring affair to get us started. I'm kind of tired, sleepy morning. Count 3-1. Fouled off. And now the count full.
Great work by Kaiser there. Down 3-0, pitches that weren't particularly close in the zone. Stewart was easily able to lay off several pitches and then 2 straight that have been much more competitive.
Gets a hold of that right through to center field and stopped on the edge of the infield by the shortstop, but it's loose into the chain link, and she's free to scoring position. A stand-up run to second.
Man, that's unfortunate. That was a well-played ball out at shortstop, but Maddie Handy at first base unable to reel in the throw. It didn't look like the throw was off target by that much. I think that's a tough one there for the first baseman. It's going to be an error. And that gives CIU a chance early in this game to pick up an unearned run.
Abby Guthrie next to bat for the Pioneers. Columbia's got a lot of good production out of Guthrie all season long. She's a righty, plays left field. Don't get that confused. Credited with an error a moment ago as she reaches first and advance to second into scoring position. And man, just being able to get into scoring position, a lot of times, especially in softball, even more so than baseball, these players are going to be incensed by that. They can feel the pressure on the other team.
Small diamond like this, every base matters, and To be able to get a runner to second on a play that should have been an out, I mean, that's a huge swing of momentum in CIU's favor. And now Abby Guthrie, a .352 hitter with 4 home runs this year, comes up, and that's a dangerous hitter to be facing.
Drops that through. Count 1-0. Rises to 3-1. Might have missed one there. Grabs a hold of that, but it goes foul, and she had some sauce under the ball.
Yeah, that was a good swing by Guthrie, being able to catch up there on the inside corner as Kaiser was trying to come in on the hands there.
The payoff pitch coming. She'll deal from inside of the circle. Big cut, and she goes down swinging. 2 away for the Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist College.
Yeah, nice pitch by Kaiser. Comes back again from down with a 3-ball count. A foul ball, a long strike down the left field line, and that's all it was. And mentally, Kaiser able to get back in there and get the strikeout.
Kaiser already picked up a K. We've seen a couple early in this first inning between these two sides, and what leadership out of her to cut her down, dig back from that count, manage a count like that, right? That's what you look for in a great pitcher and a great leader, able to manage the count.
No doubt. And she's going to have to dig right back in here because Caden Thompson is a unbelievable hitter. 9 home runs, 41 runs driven in this season to lead the team in both categories. And you never want to leave anything near the middle of the plate against this girl here.
Wow, 353 season average. This is her 140th appearance at the plate this year, and you said 41 runs?
41 runs driven in, yeah.
It's no joke.
She's also scored 41 runs. That's
no
interesting.
Yeah, no coincidence there. Thompson, 41 and 41. Lets it go by.
Yeah, Kaiser being careful here with Thompson. With 2 out, first base open.
That goes foul.
That pitch there, though, was one to hit for Thompson. She was just out in front.
Evens up the count for the Pioneers, who are trying to retire the side quickly. Caden Thompson, the payoff pitch. Got a hold of it, choppered right to the shortstop. We'll see you in the top side of the second inning between these two. College softball returns in just a moment from Kingsport, Tennessee and Brickyard Ballpark.
The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
Still scoreless as we've rolled to the top side of the second. Glad you're with us in Kingsport.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Petty lets that go by. Quick hush over the venue after that.
Interesting. First base umpire actually, I think was calling obstruction, which I'm not sure if that was obstruction because the fielder, however, the runner was going back, so she's just going to be given first base. But I'm surprised they called obstruction there because I think the fielder has right to that throw, try to go after the throw, but unless the contact was made before the throw arrived. Yeah, a little bit of a spill there, though, at first base on that collision.
Yeah. I know the whole crowd gasped on that.
Yeah, I think that's second baseman J.C. Ross. Looks like she's all right.
I didn't get a chance to get the names of the officials today yet. That was a goal of mine before, but they were a lively bunch. They were in good spirits.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They need to be. Got a whole day of softball.
Just a little one. 0-2 is cranked foul. Look out. Fouled off again.
Nice battle here by Petty. Behind 0-2. CIU certainly doesn't want to squander their opportunity here. They had a runner at second, nobody out, but then she got retired on that fielder's choice. Now they've got to kind of restart here in this bottom of the second.
We'll get a look between innings at the... Wow, she crushed that, but it goes foul. We'll get a look at the numbers side by side again for these two programs, their regular season stats. Just comparing them. If you weren't with us before the match began, we'll have those for you as this is back down off the wall in center field. And here come the Rams of CIU around into scoring position. Two runners ready to go.
And a bit of a poor read there in center field from Selena Rollins. Took 2 steps in before realizing that the ball was sailing over her head toward the fence. I think if she makes the right read there, that's probably a pretty routine catch for Rollins in center. But instead, a double for CIU, and this is a great opportunity for them to drive in a pair of runs and take their first lead.
Chopper right down the line, foul.
Very close. And I think if the third baseman had touched the ball there, it would have been a fair ball at that point in time. But because it just missed her glove, it rolled about 3 or 4 inches wide of third base.
Noriega Moore, a 260 average this season, her 105th at bat. She's got 15 runs, 27 hits. A couple of doubles on the resume during the regular season as well. And probably the most important stat, 14 RBIs.
Good take. It's a really good take from Noriega there. It's a tough pitch, high and away there to catch up with, especially with a hard thrower like Kaiser. She's ahead 2-1 now.
From the circle. Chopped foul again. Sails over the top of the backstop. Count is even at 2 with 1 away. That sails by to fill the count. They just look like they're having fun.
They do. It's tournament time, baby.
Got a hold of that foul. No, it's in play, and she's gone. Roped right across, short, right infield. 2 away.
Yeah, that's a huge out for Spartanburg Methodist there. Runners in scoring position and 1 out to get the pop-up on the infield, which is one of the only results that doesn't result in a run coming across for Columbia International. It's a huge pitch from Kaiser to induce that pop-up.
Carmela Corte at 261 average this season. This is her 120th at bat for the Rams. 25 runs, 31 hits this year, 22 RBIs.
Yeah, this whole roster for CIU has driven in runs. They are all capable of bringing runs across the plate. And this is a spot here for Corte that is a huge one early with 2 runners in scoring position to be able to get the lead back for the Rams.
Corte fouls off the top of the backstop. Count 2-1.
And this is where an ace like Kaiser makes their money. In these situations where they've been put in harm's way, but they are able to battle through these situations, and she's got a chance here against Corte.
Across, as she's going to cross home plate. Roll it in, and not in time as they're going to retire the side and keep our score where it is now. It's 1-0 Spartanburg Methodist in the lead over Columbia. as we flip to the next side.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Welcome into the top side of the third inning. 1-0 our score in Kingsport, Tennessee. Pioneers back at the plate, taking their cuts. Fouled off.
Yeah, J.C. Ross in the box right now for Spartanburg Methodist. Hitting .286 for the season, 14 runs batted in.
Ross fouls off again. Almost gets us this time. JC's a senior infielder. 106th at bat for her, 30 hits already this season. Almost makes it 31, but a good play over at third as that is roped right into the glove for the Rams of CIU.
Yeah, a little bit of a speed change on that one by Isabella Davis, and it got Ross out on her front foot a little bit. Got it off the end of the bat on the soft line out to shortstop.
That takes us back to the top of the Pioneers lineup as Starnes gets a hold of that. Good control on the ball as she is free for the single down to first base.
Bloop single, just got enough of it to land it in the grass down that right field line and get a board for the Pioneers. And she is an extremely dangerous base runner, Gabe. She has got 29 stolen bases this season for Spartanburg Methodist, which leads the team by a wide margin.
That might lead the conference.
It's up there.
That out.
It's up there.
That's a lot. Shows bunt, and this rolls through the clay. Davis, 2 strikeouts. She's already at 35 pitches. Grace Thomas for 1 today in her first appearance. Thomas, a junior infielder. This is her 94th at bat, 23 hits and 19 RBIs this season with that .250 average. Those are the kind of solid hitters you need in the middle of your lineup. Try to get that 30th steal, and that she does. Say hello to scoring position.
Yeah, Petty dropped the transfer there. Had a chance, I think, if she's able to get that ball out of her mitt cleanly. But instead, the ball dropped on the transfer, and no problem for Starnes to steal second.
And fielded cleanly. Over behind first. 2 away.
A lot of soft contact by the Pioneers so far, but it has worked out for them a little bit. There's been, a few times in this game where they have come through with base hits. 3 of them so far in the game, 1 per inning at this point is a good number against a pitcher like Davis.
Alex Stuckey, a sophomore, 105th at bat this season for her. 41 hits, 10 ribbies. And gets another hit here as it's blooped into short right. And that'll score the run for the Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist. Gracie Starnes.
Well, the difference so far has been clutch hitting for these two teams. Two out hits by the Pioneers have resulted in 2 runs. On the other side, CIU has not been able to drive in runs with runners in scoring position. Had runners at second and third with 1 out last inning and could not bring a run across.
They're having a good time. Two 2-0 Spartanburg Methodist Pioneers lead in the top side of the 3rd inning with 2 away. A runner at first. Lets that go by. She made it all the way around and almost scored her last appearance. Hattie Handy, a junior. Oh, 2. Ball 1. Flash that through to even our count at 2. And Columbia really just needs to retire the side right now.
Yeah, CIU needs to get out of this inning. Again, it's that 2-out hit with a runner at second that comes through for Spartanburg Methodist. And Isabella Davis, again, she's pitching well. There's not been a ton of hard contact. The Stuckey hit there was probably the hardest hit ball against her so far in this game. But she just has not had things go her way so far.
This is one of the closest matchups we'll have in the tournament. Oh, that got down. I thought she had that and we were going to the bottom side, but instead, 2 on the base path, 1 in scoring position for the Pioneers.
Yeah, it's another one of those softly hit bloopers into the shallow outfield. And just unfortunately, Columbia International's defense is playing a little deep right now, I think, against these Pioneers. They have not shown they can beat them deep so far in this game. It's just been all these bleeders over the infield.
Sails on by down Main Street here in Kingsport. Ball 1. What a nice day to get us started. I probably should not start talking about how nice it is.
Hey, you know, I'd rather talk about it and then, you know, hopefully most of the time lately, the announcer jinx what you say does happen, you know?
Yeah,
not what you say doesn't happen. So, say it's nice, it stays nice.
Yeah, almost 70, 12 miles an hour. East-southeast, allegedly. I mean, that's what they're telling us. Getting the cuts in early. Carson McCowan.
All right, now with 2 strikes, Davis, I think if you're in this spot, you got to find a way to retire this hitter McCowan. You don't want to let the bases get loaded and put 2 in scoring position for this scrappy team.
2-2 goes foul over the top of the dugout. Bangs that down the line. A howitzer is gone. See you later. Add 3 runs to the scoreboard for the Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist, who cranked that one over the left field wall.
Wow, Carson McCowan, first home run of the year. What a time for it. Down that left field line, on time, and unleashes the swing. And man, the Pioneers have come out ready to play here in this one.
What a start. No kidding, they've come ready to play. A 5-0 advantage over the Rams of CIU, and that's kind of what I was hinting at, right? It felt like the Pioneers are ready to explode even with 2 away. They've got a lot of momentum this season. They're the lower-seeded team. You don't want to let them start to put something together, and that's exactly what happens there. The Pioneers start to get some momentum. They kind of leave the door open a crack, and Spartanburg Methodist bust it wide open.
Yeah.
We watched it happen.
You go back to the bottom of the second now with that runners at second and third 1-out situation for CIU, and you just look at that and you say, man, that really could have been a game changer. you go up in that inning, you come into this inning, Spartanburg Methodist does not have any momentum, but instead they come into this inning with huge momentum after getting out of that inning without allowing a run. And now they've put up 4 more after that first run scored. So what a start here from the Pioneers.
Red hot roaring start for the SMC Pioneers. This is one of the closest matchups we're going to see all week in Kingsport, Tennessee. Baseball or softball in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Another look at those season numbers. This is their season stats for the regular season. .331 hitting percentage for the Rams, .283 for SMC. That's just the 4th home run of the year.
Yeah,
Bang!
I was going to say, I was looking at their stat sheet. 3 home runs on the year, all by different players. They only have 1 home run as their leading home run output of the year for Spartanburg Methodist, but that one there, another player with 1 home run now this season.
Riley Stewart, 161 ERA this season. 5 wins. This is going to be her 17th appearance, and she's going to be working on her 62nd inning for the Rams of CIU.
Batting for the Pioneers, Lydia Falk.
Lydia Falk lets that go by.
Yeah, I think one of the more interesting things about this start as well for the Pioneers, all 5 runs have been scored with 2 outs.
That is interesting.
That's showing some real mental fortitude.
That's some grit.
As a team, some grit, no doubt.
That's a stat I like to watch for runners in scoring position. How are you batting? Kind of, when you've got people in the base path. And then also, of course, 2 away. That's a big deal. Fouled off. Whoa, it's in play. Wow, right down the chalk, and she's going to stay at first and play it cool.
Not sure how that ball stayed fair, but it did. Landed right on the chalk line down the left field side, and another bloop single for Spartanburg Methodist. That's been their thing in this game. Obviously, the home run notwithstanding. All their other hits really have been kind of softly hit, and they've just taken advantage of open spaces on the field.
Cialis, the freshman with a 278. Oh, 1. Siamis has had a really nice year. 1 for 1 in today's game with an RBI as well.
Yeah, 278 batting average coming in. Hasn't played a ton. She actually started playing late in the season, 5 hits and 18 at-bats. So she's somebody that hasn't had a ton of time or opportunity to see these pitchers over the course of the year, but stepping up in the tournament now for this Pioneer squad.
Stewart just getting it going inside of the circle. Gets a hold of it, she could be in trouble as that is over the top of the fence of the backstop and into the crowd. Nice turnout for the first game of the tournament. Doesn't look like they're too upset about almost getting hit by the foul ball, though. Having a laugh.
Vibes are high.
It couldn't be better weather.
Yeah.
We better stop talking about the weather. I'm going to ruin this for everyone. This is like the 3rd time I brought the weather up in 3 innings. Big cut and able to retire the side. Stewart trying to cool things off for her side, and now Columbia and the Rams a chance to respond as they'll go back to bat against the Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com. All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV, You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is NSBNsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at NSBNsports.com.
Tristan Phillips leading off this side for the Rams. Right down the line, she's in trouble, and in time over at first to send her back to the dugout. Good start for the Pioneers defensively.
Yeah, second time today now that Phillips has hit a ground ball to third and been retired. The slap hitter not quite able to beat it out with her speed so far in this one. And a 5-0 lead for Kaiser in the circle. That's a pretty tall task now for CIU. It's going to be tough to make any inroads that's enough at least to get back tied in this game. 5 runs. Kaiser, I'm not even sure she's given up 5 runs in a start this year in AAC play.
No, she's been fantastic and already dealing a lot of heat through just 3. Or I should say in the middle of 3. She's already pitched 50 times. Stewart 0 for 1. Her second appearance of the game. Behind in the count, 2-1. This is a double-sided bracket, which we'll get a look at that bracket eventually as well. I'll bring it up for you. We've got a lot of opportunities to make it to Friday. Poked left side, sailing down the line. That thing's foul.
You know, so far with CIU, we've seen more solid contact really from them, but unfortunately, they've been hitting the ball right at defenders. On the other side, Spartanburg Methodist just doing enough, hitting just enough holes and gaps. That's put them in a commanding spot early.
Shot to the left side and controlled. 2 away on this side of the third.
Yeah, nice play out there at shortstop. Track that down in foul territory and put Kaiser in position here to get out of this 3 up, 3 down.
Carson McCowan. Good start in the tournament for her side. Floater back near the backstop and over the top. Dad almost caught it.
Nearly. Right off the fingertips. Also looked a little scary. Possibly could have fallen backwards there. That would have been problematic.
Choppered off, foul. Really cool venue at Brickyard Park. Would love to have you along with us. You can get tickets, AACsports.com. Click under the softball tab. Buy tickets. Join us here. Extremely affordable. An insane amount of softball.
Yeah. Get your money's worth, no doubt.
Roped across, and McCowan tossed through. She couldn't tag her in time. Off the bag. She's safe at first.
Yeah, shortstop, unfortunately, there throws that one a little offline, and throwing error going to be charged. So, unfortunate there, Spartanburg Methodist. That's the second time today that they've committed an error.
What's that going by? This is the most explosive bat in this lineup in Caden Thompson.
Yeah, scary bat, no doubt. One swing could bring home 2 runs here.
she's trapped.
Uh-oh.
In trouble. Being chased down, and that retires the side. Spartanburg Methodist sends us quickly to the top of the fourth in Kingsport, Tennessee. And that's where you'll hear from us again with more softball action on SCSN.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee. Looking at the schedule of CIU throughout this season, trying to get a handle on their productivity on the offensive side of the bat. Now, they did win in 5 innings against Bluefield on the 20th, 14-0. They also scored 2 runs in Game 2. Johnson and Wales, who have been told maybe not the most electric team around the area, took them scoring a combined 24 runs in 2. That was right before this game. I mean, that was to close the year.
2 days ago.
Scored 6 against Spartanburg on the 16th, but then lost 3-0 in the next game. Just trying to get a handle on the productivity of this side, as that one is going to fly out in the top side of the fourth. One away for the Rams, who really need to get back on the other side of the bat.
Now batting number 14, J.C. Ross.
I guess the story I'm trying to put together for myself and for those of you at home, can they score 6 runs? That's a lot. That's a big order according to what I see here.
I think the thing that you have to look at is the fact that Spartanburg Methodist has got their ace out there, and Kaiser's been so good all year and earned an average of 1.70.
Oh,
That's going to be tough.
what a play. Did you see that?
Yep, nice grab. Plucked it out of the air as that line drive was going past. Raleigh Stewart, nice play.
Feeling it.
Impressive.
Now batting the left fielder, number 2.
And laughing it off, too. Just casual. No big deal. See you on Sports Center, guys. Raleigh sends that down low. Popped up again with 2 away. Man, we didn't hang out long in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, that's a nice inning from Stewart. That's what you need.
switching. Yo. Come on.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, 5-0 Pioneers, who are looking to keep things rolling on this side of the ball. They've been very clean defensively so far. Columbia, who is far superior batting as a team,
Yeah.
has struggled to hit.
I'm telling you, I just think Bailey Kaiser just brings such a presence out there in the circle that it's going to be tough. Any team that faces her has a tough time. I will tell you, from experience working at Milligan University within the conference, Kaiser shut us out. So it's definitely something that you can see from her, and she's got the shutout intact right now.
Goes foul. Milligan having a nice year.
Yeah, 7th seed, number 7 seed in the tournament. They'll be playing next.
I can't think of a sport Milligan has not done well in this year. Tennis?
No, they've been competitive in tennis. I mean, got to the semifinals.
Well, you
Conference
see
tournament
that. You're
semifinals.
proving me right then. Everything.
Yeah,
I
mean,
saw,
we are like 10th in the Learfield Cup standings in the NAIA. So
Is it Emory that won, that did so well at track and field just now, too? Ellen Mary.
Ellen Mary
finish.
Kearney. Yep,
Got her.
yep. She is something else. That's for sure.
It was her first steeplechase of the year, and it was like
first
second in the
ever
country.
steeplechase, yeah, that she ran, and she second best NAIA time of the year.
Is that allowed? Are we going to allow that?
I guess.
That's nuts. Big cut for strike one. One away on this side of the fourth. 5-0 Pioneers. Columbia trying to get the bats working.
Yeah, they need to. They got to get something going here. It's getting late already. It's the 4th inning.
That sails by. Count even at 1. So far, not doing too hot hitting.
Yeah. Again, I mean, they're going to have to string some things together, manufacture some runs, and then they're going to have to hope on the other side they can keep Spartanburg Methodist at 5.
Kaiser with one away. 2-2. Pop foul. Count remains even at 2. So far as a team hitting 154. This is going to go foul as well and keep the count the same.
Yeah, Gabriella Chuchuk is the hitter for CIU. She has a hit, one of 2 hitters so far in this game with hits for the Rams. So
yeah, only one with runners on. That's the key is just getting on first. I mean, you've only got one away right now. Let's get something moving here, even if it's just to get some momentum.
yeah, they need to get something going. Base hit here at least gives them a little bit of life in the dugout. You can kind of tell from their dugout that they just don't have a whole lot going on.
They walk her, so right there, a little momentum coming through, and that's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, walks are another great way to get runners aboard against an ace. Battling in counts, getting deep, and then working those pitches out of the zone at the end. And not chasing pitches. That's important against a pitcher at the level of Kaiser.
Bless you. That's somebody sneezing in the press box. We're gonna
Yeah.
get her some like Zyrtec or something.
Yeah, some allergy meds maybe.
Yeah. Abby Young, head coach at Spartanburg Methodist. It's her first year at the head of the program, and what a start to her first ever tournament appearance.
Yeah. It's a great start.
She came from Heston.
Yeah, come in as an inexperienced coach. Heston, a school in Kansas that just actually jumped from JUCO to the NAIA this year. First year in the NAIA this season.
Good for them, and welcome to the league. NAIA is so much fun. There's a lot of parity in these conferences. The accessibility of it is wild to me. You could bring your kids and sit floor side with some athletes that, you know, you'd pay $300 to sit courtside for at an NCAA game. Same quality of play as this is going to send her back to the dugout. That was almost wild. 2 away.
Well hit ball there. Unfortunately, tracked down by Spartanburg Methodist. And that's the type of thing we had not seen earlier from Spartanburg Methodist. There were a couple balls to center that were not caught that maybe could have been earlier on. But a nice play there, and CIU just fighting and grasping for something here in the fourth.
Sarah Allen, head coach of the Rams. Popped up right down the line. That just barely goes foul. Allen has been a long-time staple for CIU. Done a nice job with this program. Joined in the fall of 2017. She was the first ever coach of the program, actually, and built the program from the ground up. Oversaw the construction of the field, the facility, built the roster, and has made them a winning program. Floater, short right, and almost in the infield, but either way, that'll retire the side as the Pioneers are cooking with gas in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Quick cut through. Strike one. That was right down Main Street. Fouled off by the Pioneers. This is Grace Thomas, the junior.
Grace Thomas 0 for 2 today. Trying to get on the board with a hit.
Spartanburg is lights out in this game. 389 as a team. Floater, she might be headed back to the dugout, and oh no, it's lost on the infield. Scrambling for scoring position.
What a
and
hustle
safe.
play. What a hustle play by Grace Thomas to get to second on that. That is some real want to at this point in the game. They're showing that they want to even add to this lead and really put it on ice early on.
Living in the clay slides into scoring position, and Spartanburg Methodist with runners in scoring position hitting 500 to 3 for 6 today.
Yeah, boy, a tough error there from short. I obviously you're dealing with the sun. You know, it's right in the middle of the day right now, 12:10, so high noon, and obviously difficult to fight off the sun, even with sunglasses sometimes in the high sky. And that's exactly what happened there.
I would presume that this is Alex Stuckey, the designated player, by the way, who's 1 for 2 at bat. I would presume they have not seen a lot of daytime action like this.
Yeah.
Probably some.
They've definitely seen some, but I would say it's maybe a little different. Not high noon, sun's right above your head. There's, early afternoon sun where it's down a little bit. You still struggle with the sun at times, but you're probably right about that, Gabe.
It's not quite as jarring as going from Appalachia down to South Florida, as this is roped across and gloved by the shortstop, sending her back to the dugout. Good play by Carmela Corte. I don't think it's as jarring as traveling from Appalachia to South Florida and playing a sporting event, the UV and the way the sun affects your eyes, but I have to imagine there's got to be a little difference between Columbia and Kingsport.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I wonder what type of effect the trees and mountains around might have.
I don't know. I just did 3 baseball games this weekend southeast of Columbia, about an hour southeast in Lawrence County. And it does feel like the sky is, it's definitely bluer here, so the ball probably popping out a little more. But it's sunshinier as of today. Sunshinier a word?
Brighter?
Sun shining more, brighter.
It's bright. The sun is shining brighter.
More brightly.
More brightly.
We're going to get roasted.
There's a few different
They're
options.
Drag us for that one. That's on me. Over the top again. Maddie Handy is batting 1,000 today, 2 for 2.
Yeah, dangerous hitter in this spot. It's 1 out and a runner in scoring position again for Spartanburg Methodist.
Down over the top of the chain link. One, two. Floater again down the line and out of here. Tagging up and coming across into scoring position at third.
Home plate umpire calling it foul.
Yeah,
saying that it hit the fence on the way down and it was caught off the ricochet by the first baseman.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Nice play there at short.
Yeah, good play. 2 away. Remains 5-0 Pioneers. Columbia is trying to get back to work, and they've only got about 6 outs left to deal with here, so the hand of cards growing shorter. Lets that go on by for ball 1.
Yeah, like you said, only a few outs left to deal with for the CIU offense, and so right now trying to keep Spartanburg Methodist off the board in this inning, and they're facing a dangerous hitter in McCowan here.
Yeah, if you were going to get some production from McCowan, here would be a dagger time to get it.
Yeah, already having hit that 3-run homer earlier, McCowan definitely has shown she can be dangerous.
McCowan, the best bat in this lineup. 3 ribbies today for the shortstop. She's got a runner in scoring position. They're batting .500 as a team with runners in scoring position. McCowan chases at the count even at 2 with 2 away.
Yeah, you know, since Raleigh Stewart has come into this game, she's done a nice job keeping this Spartanburg Methodist lineup at bay.
Raleigh's 2-2 is sent down to left field and snagged by the Rams to retire the side. Columbia sending us to the bottom side of the 5th inning. More AAC tournament softball in a moment from Kingsport, Tennessee. Back in Kingsport, Tennessee with college softball on SCSN. It is the Appalachian Athletic Conference softball tournament. And a big lead for the Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist, who are just looking to get us into the 6th inning and keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah, they have certainly started things well here in the first game of the tournament. Came ready to play. CIU has got to get going here.
Right through the circle as she is free down to first base. An easy one on the single for the Rams.
Nice job by Noriega Mora. Comes through with the base hit up the middle, and that is a good start to an inning. We haven't seen a lot of that from CIU. They haven't got their leadoff runner on base very often in this game. Obviously, only their 3rd hit of the game to this point.
Down, a race to first, and she's safe. Just in time for the Rams.
Good hustle. Great hustle down the line there for CIU. Maybe just a little bit of a bobble there by the pitcher Kaiser trying to field and throw to first base, but CIU in a great spot now. 2 on, nobody out.
And coming together in the circle for a quick conversation. Got a hold of that.
3-4.
And now loaded up in Kingsport.
Yeah, CIU is threatening here, no doubt. And they're at the top of their order, too, and they're coming to their real big boppers in the middle of the order.
What a chance for the Rams to do some damage. Look at her. She's ready to go. Chopped, floated foul over the top. No outs, so the base is loaded. And just like that, Columbia International's Rams are alive and fighting in Kingsport. Off the ropes.
Yeah, they are, and the Pioneers have let them back in with 2 straight plays in the infield that could have been outs.
Floater again. Goes foul.
Yeah, the bunt back to the pitcher, Kaiser. She just kind of couldn't get the ball out of her glove cleanly, and so it allowed the runner to beat out that bunt. And then immediately after that, the ground ball to second that could have been an out at second base at least, and picked up an out for the team, ends up in an error.
Floater over the top. Got a hold of that. The bloop is going to bring home a score as CIU's Rams are on the board in Kingsport, Tennessee. The bases remain loaded at Brickyard Park.
Stewart just loops a single out in the left. That's a nice piece of hitting. She was peppering that side of the field with the 2 foul balls she had as well. And looks like we're going to have a substitution defensively here for Spartanburg Methodist.
Yeah, interesting time for it in center field. Brand new, fresh set of cleats for the Pioneers.
I think maybe 13 coming into the game. Grace Thomas came out of the game. And I think that's number 19
You got
that
it.
came into the game in the outfield.
Yeah, that's
That's
Adriana
Adriana Stumfrias.
You got it.
There we go.
I knew we'd figure it out. We've also got something going on in the circle.
That's a huge development.
Handy.
Getting Kaiser out of the game here in the 5th, that's a massive development for CIU. And Maddie Handy, the pitcher, a 2.64 ERA this year in now her 15th appearance of the season. She's one of their starters from time to time. She started in 12 of her 14 appearances for the year. Sensing, obviously, the importance of this inning, Spartanburg Methodist going to their second starter in this spot.
That's head coach Kimberly Braxton, her 3rd season for Spartanburg Methodist, making the change. Last year was the first of NAIA play for Spartanburg Methodist. Braxton led the Pioneers to 23 wins, including a dozen at home.
The Pioneers, number 23, Maddie Handy.
Quick change of the gloves. Good toss. Looks like we're all sorted and ready to go on. CIU now on the board after scoring their first run on the bottom side of this 5th inning and looking to get on a roll. Can they do it? Honestly, I feel like all these changes and the slow of pace could disrupt the momentum.
It could, and that may have been part of the reason for the change by Spartanburg Methodist and some of the switches. So we will see how that plays out here, but still no outs with the bases loaded. I mean, if you just manufacture runs here, you could score at least 2 more runs in this inning and be pretty happy with 3 down by 2 with just 2 innings left.
I mean, if I'm CIU in that situation, I'm like, hey, clock, let's go, let's go. Time's a wasting. We want to bat. Good strategy if that was intentional by the Pioneers, as this is choppered foul. Count even up at 1. Big situation. Abigail Guthrie at bat for the Rams. .352 average this season. She has 4 home runs on her resume. Guthrie right to the circle. Home plate, and they prevent the score. 1 away, but the bases remain loaded in Tennessee. Great play by Handy to get on top of that and deliver it right to her catcher.
Pioneers will definitely take that result. Picking up outs without run scoring is exactly what you're looking for early in the innings like this with less than 2 outs.
I didn't think we'd be seeing any of that with all the pressure.
Yeah.
Caden Thompson, though, at bat, and that is worst case scenario with 1 away. At least for one side. For the other side, here we go.
Yeah, CIU they came completely from out of nowhere and now have an opportunity to maybe even tie this game with 1 swing from Thompson.
Thompson, a laser down the left field line. Make it 2 runs scored. 3 for the Rams of CIU. Still 1 in scoring position, and Thompson at first, as that cuts the lead to just 2 runs for the Pioneers.
Tough time to be going through the middle of the order here for Spartanburg Methodist. You've put yourself in this spot, though, if you're the Pioneers, with that error and, again, not picking up that out on the sacrifice bunt earlier in this inning. Those are killer situations that did not go in your favor that have allowed CIU to come back here.
Gabriela Chuchik takes a big cut for strike 1. 1 for 1 in today's game. She plays first base.
Yeah, Chuchik, another dangerous hitter in the middle of this lineup with a home run and 25 runs batted in for the year.
0-1. Way behind in the count. Just 1 away, though, so a little bit of rope to play with. Chuchik. Fouled off. Count remains 0-2.
And just barely got a piece. Keep her at bat going. Now the Pioneers, I think, offensively feel like they've got to make some progress next inning as well. They haven't scored a run in a little while since the third inning. Ever since Raleigh Stewart came in there, she has tamed the Pioneers lineup.
Saucing that home. Count all even at 2 with 1 away. Chuchik. Chopped through the circle, collected, sent quickly to first. 2 advanced to scoring position, now 2 away for the Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist, who are hanging on to a 2-run lead in the bottom side of the 5th.
Yeah, nice job by Stuckey there to hold the bag. That's a tough throw across the diamond to catch and keep the corner of the bag with your toe.
Getting some dancing, and now our officials coming together. Oh, we're going to get the full show. And after a quick conversation, we're going to be good to play on in Kingsport. 2-run game. How about all the foot traffic on the base paths, man?
Yeah, this inning specifically for CIU, it's the only inning they've really had a ton of foot traffic. They had one where they got runners to second and third, but beyond that, nothing else. Got to come up with a clutch hit here with 2 out.
Fouled off. Strike 1 for Meekins. She's 0 for 2, the DP.
Yeah, Meekins hitting .290 this year. 9 hits across 31 at-bats coming into play in this game.
Meekins puts it in, collected, flipped to third, and we will see.
That's going to be a run.
Oh my goodness, she scores. Trying to tag her out. The ball's loose again. Back to second. She's going to score and deadlock us. Unbelievable. We're tied. How do you stat that?
Oh, the Pioneers have thrown the ball around the infield, not knowing the situation going into that play. That is an inexcusable mistake by the third baseman. Really, I don't know how you come up with that mistake. The shortstop on that play should have just come up and tagged the runner. She was right within her reach. She didn't even have to flip it to third base. She could have just tagged the runner. Man, what a unfortunate play there for the defense, and we're tied, Gabe.
Deadlocked at 5 runs apiece, and that's the beauty of the Appalachian Athletic Conference softball tournament. And they're going to keep it going as this one is banged to right field. And now keeping it going in this side of the 5th. It's chaos with runners on the corners.
Wow. Man, Spartanburg Methodist has really completely just given this game away here in the 5th defensively. They have had 3 massive mistakes on defense to allow this game to get tied at 5. And the inning's not over yet. CIU could conceivably come out of this with a lead with a base hit here. Or another error.
One of the most productive half innings of their entire season coming up in the clutch in the tournament when they were trailing on the ropes late in their opener.
Yeah, I mean, I give some credit to CIU, but most of this, unfortunately, is Spartanburg Methodist's fault. I mean, they have completely given many runs to CIU in this inning. Maybe all of them, to be honest, could have been prevented if earlier in the inning outs had been recorded.
That was strike 2, trying to calm things down now for a moment. Fouled off. Count remains. She's still alive, and the inning's still alive for the Rams of CIU. Sophia Noriega Mora working. 1 for 2 in this game. It feels like the whole venue's a little shocked as she is going to hustle and make her way into scoring position. Now 2 in scoring position for CIU.
Wow, I think Spartanburg Methodist thought they had a strikeout there, but call did not go in their favor, and the base is stolen.
Popped foul. She stays alive. Some luck. Two runners in scoring position for the Rams of CIU. Fouled off again. And into the gear of Milligan's Buffs. Handy doing really good work. Just trying to close this out. Count even at 2 is that'll fill it. Gotta close the side here.
Got to.
Gotta finish this.
This is a huge spot. Handy has got to get the out.
Payoff pitch. Handy gets it done for the Pioneers of Spartanburg Methodist, who are still alive in this one. 5-5 between these two sides. And the 6th inning is looking a little more interesting in Kingsport.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry and a lot of hungry people to feed. Kraus Family Ford. Passion drives purpose.
Olivia Falk looking to respond to one of the most productive innings of the entire season for CIU's Rams. She's first at bat for the Pioneers.
Yeah, this is now a completely new ball game. We're playing a 2-inning game here. Tied 5-5. Falk 1 for 2 coming into this at bat.
Pretty much anything in this inning is a win. You get one
I
run,
mean, get
you
a
feel
run
real
for
good.
the Pioneers, you feel great, for sure.
Yeah. That's a shot, but it's foul.
But again, their offense has yet to solve Raleigh Stewart since she's come into this thing. It was surprisingly Isabella Davis that they did the damage against, which coming in, that was not expected. A pitcher with that type of pedigree. Ooh, good play on the short hop.
Sent across and controlled at first. One away.
Tough play made there by Noriega Mora at third base. Fields the short hop, goes down to her knees, gets back up and throws across.
Popped up foul.
Woo. First baseman
Nice
yields
play.
at the last second there. That's technically the first baseman's ball. Catcher's supposed to give way on that one. Pop up priorities. But Petty makes the catch.
Outs and out. 2 away.
And outs and out. You're exactly right.
Looks like they're talking about exactly what you just said.
We got a pinch hitter here.
Yeah, indeed we do. It's Ashlyn Watts.
Yeah, it's number 25, Ashlyn Watts, who for the year, 161 batting average with 4 runs batted in. 5 hits and 31 at-bats.
It's not bad. Good stat line. Watts suffers a strike.
And thinking Watts hopefully can get aboard and then probably re-entering Selena Rollins to run for her, one of the faster runners on this roster.
Watts floated across to center field and controlled to retire the side for the Rams of CIU, who have made this very interesting, headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Back hanging out and having fun in Kingsport.
Leading off for the Rams, number 5, Carmelo Corte.
Corte the leadoff for CIU. Watches that sail on by.
You know, at this point in the game, it's really anyone's game. You know, obviously you get back to the same score with 2 innings left. You know, I think CIU's lineup poses a little bit more of a threat than Spartanburg Methodist's lineup does. And now you're facing a pitcher who's not the ace of staff. CIU, I think, has a great chance here to put up another crooked number.
Fouled that off.
Yeah, this tournament, a double elimination tournament, so both these teams will be playing again. It'll just change where they're at, winners and losers bracket.
Yeah, good bounce back story is always fun. 2-2 is going to be sent out, and it's bouncing into the outfield under the glove. She's free across first and safe in scoring position at second.
It's well done. That's a good swing by Corte. Comes inside and is able to get the barrel to the base, or the softball rather, and put it into left center field and roll it through that left center gap.
Number 7, Tristan Phillips.
That's a really nice swing. Pulling the hands in, getting to the inside fastball from Handy. Never easy to hit that inside pitch, especially to left center field. You see it hit down the line quite often, but to be able to straighten it out that way.
Right through the infield to the shortstop, and she's well in time. 2 on the base path, no outs.
Yeah, that's a tough play. Shortstop, in order to make that play, she's got to throw it immediately. She has to field and throw in one motion across the diamond. And even then, it's going to be a close play at first base with Phillips' speed. CIU in another familiar spot here. 2 on, nobody out after last inning.
Heading the count, 2-0. Bunts that. Well played, as that's going to go quickly over to first and in time.
Good play. That's last inning, trying to make that play. Spartanburg Methodist could not make that play. They allowed everyone to reach, and it loaded the bases. This time around, able to make the out at least at first base. Hopefully now, for their sake, they can make some defensive plays to keep CIU off the board in this inning.
That's really all they need to do is find a way to keep CIU off the board.
Yep.
Ball 1.
Will say I've been very impressed with the CIU pitcher Raleigh Stewart since coming in. She has really tamed the SMC lineup after they came out firing.
Held off on that and ahead in the count 2-0 with 1 away.
Not sure where that one missed. Maybe a little bit high, I guess, over the inside part of the plate. But a 2-0 count and an opportunity to drive in some runs here for Guthrie.
We got to get a trackman rolling in here.
Yeah.
Rattled through low. 3-0.
Now, a walk would not be the worst thing here for Spartanburg Methodist. It loads the bases, puts a force at every base.
Lets that go by and walks him. Now the base is loaded.
The only problem, Gabe, is that the walk loaded the bases for the best hitter in the CIU lineup, Thompson.
Can you imagine? This has been one of their most productive outings the entire season already mathematically. It's one of their top 2 or 3 innings all season long as far as scoring runs. The last half inning was anyhow, the bottom of the 5th.
Could they do it again?
Now it's Thompson. Yeah, this is not good with just 1 away for Pioneers. And their defensive side of the ball, they have just got to slam the door quick here as that's strike 1.
It's a good start. Getting ahead there from Handy. She's got to attack the zone. She has nowhere to put Thompson. But at the same time, you can't throw it down the middle.
Thompson, it's in play, lost at third, tags it 2 away, but they score the run and take the lead for the first time in Kingsport. It's 6-5 CIU Rams.
Yeah, RBI fielder's choice for Thompson. If that ball is fielded cleanly, there's a good shot that may end up being a double play. All she's got to do is step on the bag, throw it home, and get the tag out there, and you've got 2 outs for the price of 1.
Chuchik has been good today. Gabriella, big cut for strike 1. 2 on the base path, 1 in scoring position at second.
Yeah, Chuchik 1 for 2. She also walked, so she's been on in 2 or 3 plate appearances in this game. And some insurance would be good here.
Floated across and dropped it in left field. Here they come. Another run scores to the Rams of CIU, who lead by a pair, 7-5 in Kingsport. What a play to get it done as Guthrie is headed back to the dugout with a 2-run advantage.
Yeah, tough play for the left fielder that time, Starnes. A diving attempt to make that grab near the foul line in shallow left and just had it pop out of the webbing and roll into foul ground. And that's a RBI double in the books.
Coach getting this entered with our official.
Yeah, Kinsley Horn. Kinsley Horn, the pinch runner, out at second base for Chuchuk here.
I had a good time chatting with him about the weather today, and just he's looking forward to this.
Hard not to. Hard not to look forward to this.
This is
You
it.
know?
This is as fun as it gets. Come on down and join us, Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center, just on the other side of town. Book a room. Tickets are extremely affordable. Bring the whole family and watch home run ball scream out of here. That thing is gone.
Wow.
Oh, baby. CIU cooking with gas.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think CIU may have just sealed it with that one. Pioneers offense has not looked good over these last 2 innings, and they're still facing Raleigh Stewart in the circle. It's going to be tough for them to come back from this now.
And this is that home run again. Absolutely crushed that. That thing was gone.
Man, after four innings of just dominance from Spartanburg Methodist, 5 runs in the 5th, 5 runs in the 6th for CIU.
Oh, no.
And they're not done yet.
CIU off the wall. And in scoring position again with 2 away. Man, they are cooking.
Man, they're hitting everything in sight right now.
And coming together in the circle, understandably so.
Yeah, they've got to circle the wagons. It looks like they're making a pitching change because this has been a tough inning.
We'll be back to see what's up, what's coming next, and if the Pioneers can hang around to the winner's bracket after this.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
This is Kyla Quills inside of the circle, taking over, dealing.
Yeah, Kyla Quills, 3.04 ERA on the year. This is appearance number 20 for her, mostly a reliever for this Spartanburg Methodist team. She has started 7 games, however.
Noriega Mora at bat for CIU, who has scored 5 runs in back-to-back half innings. And I looked during the break, they've scored 10 runs or more 11 times this year, which actually is quite a bit.
Yeah.
They have only scored 10 runs or more twice against AAC opponents.
Yeah, and now they've done it in the tournament.
Wow. Letting them have it. Rams do have a runner on the base path in scoring position. That's Arden Legan out at second. Perfectly done, sent to first, and we will see you in the top of the 7th.
Need a break? A break from the grind? The stress? We have just the place. A place where you can let your inner thrill dilly out. Bristol Motor Speedway, April 10th through the 12th for the NASCAR Food City 500 Triple Header Weekend. 3 days, 3 races, 2 night races, 1 epic weekend. Don't just take a break, race to it. Get your tickets, upgrades, and more now at BristolMotorspeedway.com. It's not just a race.
It's Bristol, baby! back in Kingsport. Quick one. Strike one. Well, the face of this, very different. Raleigh Stewart now from a commanding position inside of the circle with two strikes delivered, and they're just 3 outs away from a victory.
Yeah, the script in this game has flipped almost immediately. It happened so quick.
Rolled across and sent to first in time to cut her down. One away.
Pioneers were up in this game 5-0 and looked like they were just going to run away with this game. And then the Raleigh Stewart pitching change, coupled with some real defensive issues for the Pioneers in the 5th, and then Columbia coming through offensively here in the 6th, completely flipped the script over 2 innings.
Raleigh's got one away, looking to push her team forward in the winner's bracket. Fouled off. CIU seeking win 34, Spartanburg win 30. Floated foul. I want to talk about the weather again, but I'm not going to. Come on, look at that. What a nice day. Man. Don't get many of these. Choppered across. She's going to send it over to first, and what a play. The splits.
Nice play. What a play by the defense there by CIU. They have grabbed this game, and they're not letting go of it.
Chuchik runs the splits to get it done. Thompson, the delivery.
Man, well done out there at short by Corte. Fields throws on the run.
Could be a chance as that is controlled in left field, and the winner's bracket is calling the name of the Rams of Columbia. They advance on day one of the tournament into the semifinal with a nice victory over the Pioneers, a come from behind win at that. Brendan, brief final thoughts on game one.
Oh, man. That was quite the start to the tournament, Gabe. 5-0 lead for Spartanburg Methodist. 10 straight scored by CIU over the 5th and 6th innings. And they just took this game by the horns and pick up the win to stay in the winner's bracket as we go further into this AAC tournament for the second round.
Really fun first game. We have 4 today. Tomorrow we will have 8 total broadcast, baseball, softball. Be with us, SCSNsports.com/how to watch. We can't wait to have you along for the ride. For Brendan Sweeney, for the Rams, the Pioneers, all the fans, I'm Gabriel Schreier saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee. Stay with us on all our platforms. You can watch this one archived, replayed, wherever you've watched it today. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself. As the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century, Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.